Trisha Paytas has been on the internet since 2007. That is 19 years. For context, the iPhone came out in 2007. Twitter launched in 2006. Facebook opened to the public in 2006. Trisha Paytas and the modern internet essentially grew up together. And in that time, she has been a YouTube beauty vlogger, a professional troll, a mukbang pioneer, a OnlyFans creator reportedly making over $1 million a month at her peak, a pop musician with 11 albums, a reality TV regular, a podcast host, the subject of approximately 10,000 drama channels, a wife, a mother of 3, a Broadway performer, a cast member on Euphoria Season 3, and as of January 2026, a prospective congressional candidate. Her campaign slogan, if she runs, is "California could be good." She said this while filming herself in her car. She also said she was currently Googling the steps to run for office. This is the most Trisha Paytas sentence that has ever been spoken. And it tells you everything you need to know about why the question of whether she's real or performing is genuinely the wrong question to be asking about her. Because the answer is both, always at the same time, and she might be the only person on Earth who can't tell which one is happening either. Let's start from the beginning. Trisha was born May 8, 1988 in Riverside, California. Her parents divorced when she was 3. She spent her childhood bouncing between California and Freeport, Illinois, living with different parents at different times. She moved back to California at 15 to live with her dad. At 16, she went back to Illinois to finish high school. At 18, she moved to Los Angeles to become an actress. She had no connections, no money, and no plan beyond the desire to be famous. To support herself while auditioning, she worked as a stripper, a lingerie model, and an escort. She has said she charged up to $5,000 for weekend engagements. She became addicted to cocaine between the ages of 18 and 20 while working as a stripper. She got sober. She kept auditioning. She appeared on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, Modern Family as an extra, Guinness World Records Unleashed, where she failed to break the fastest talker record with 710 words in 54 seconds, and an episode of My Strange Addiction, where she confessed she was a tanning addict despite knowing it could cause skin cancer. That last one is so perfectly Trisha. She knows it's bad. She's doing it anyway. She's going to tell you about it on television. In 2007, she started a YouTube channel called Bilen Sundal 4MJ. She originally created it to get the attention of Quentin Tarantino, whom she idolized. Tarantino never responded. She pivoted to beauty tutorials and personal vlogs. Nobody was doing this yet. The word influencer didn't exist. The YouTube Partner Program didn't exist. She was posting videos of herself talking about her life with essentially no monetization model for an audience that barely existed yet because she needed somewhere to put all of the things that were happening inside her head. That impulse, the need to externalize every thought immediately, is the thread that runs through everything she has ever done. By 2010, she had a real audience. By 2013, she hit 1 million subscribers, early enough that YouTube sent her a gold play button for it. And then the trolling era started. Between 2010 and 2017, Trisha deliberately made content designed to be outrageous. She said in a 2015 Business Insider interview that she was dumbing herself down to get more views. She posted a video claiming that dogs don't have brains. She posted a video claiming she had voted for Mitt Romney. She posted a video in blackface. She defended Hitler. She used the N-word. She made a video claiming to be a chicken nugget. The internet could not agree on whether she was a genius troll with a completely controlled persona or genuinely the most confused person on the platform. That disagreement is the content. The debate is what drives the clicks. And here's the thing that Trisha Paytas understood before basically everyone else did. It doesn't matter if people are watching because they love you or because they think you're an idiot. They're watching. The algorithm cannot tell the difference between someone who loves you and someone who is furious at you. It just sees the click. She said it herself. She posted offensive content because it got her more attention, even if it was negative attention. That's not stupidity. That's a very precise understanding of how attention economies work, articulated in 2015, years before anyone was using that phrase. Then the DI'd video happened. In 2020, Trisha watched an Anthony Padilla video on YouTube about people with dissociative identity disorder. DID is a real and serious mental health condition characterized by the presence of multiple distinct personality states. Trisha posted a video introducing her own alters. Their names were T, Trixie, Tyson, Tierney, and Tobolter. She said Tobolter was a medieval man. The video said in its own description that she had never been formally diagnosed with anything. And then she claimed she definitely had DID. The internet was divided almost instantly. Mental health advocates said she was mocking a serious condition for views. Some DID communities defended her right to explore her own identity. Most people just used it as another reason to decide she was performing. But here is the actual clinical picture, which nobody was really talking about at the time because mental health discourse in 2020 wasn't sophisticated enough to hold two things at once. Trisha had spent years cycling through diagnoses. Bipolar disorder, which a doctor gave her and then another doctor disagreed with. Paranoid schizophrenia, diagnosed twice by two separate doctors. She had been put on antipsychotic medication for schizophrenia. In 2021, Dr. Drew told her on camera that he did not believe she was schizophrenic. She had been on medication for a condition she may not have had. What she actually has, the diagnosis that eventually stuck, is borderline personality disorder. BPD is defined in part by a thing called identity disturbance. The clinical description is markedly and persistently unstable self-image or sense of self. It also involves emotional dysregulation, impulsivity, chronic feelings of emptiness, and intense and unstable relationships. Trisha Paytas has documented every single one of these symptoms on camera for 19 years. When she watched the DID video and thought she had found something that explained her, she was not thinking about view counts. She was a person with genuine identity disturbance who had never developed a stable sense of self, watching a video about a disorder defined by not having a stable sense of self and feeling for a moment like she had found the thing that explained her entire life. The diagnosis was wrong. The feeling was real. And the video she made about it was both a genuine emotional response and a piece of content that she posted because she was Trisha Paytas and Trisha Paytas posts things. That's the double bind she has lived inside for 19 years. The most authentic moments of her life are indistinguishable from content because she made them content at the same time they happened. Now let's talk about frenemies. Because frenemies is the most important professional relationship Trisha Paytas ever had. And it ended in the most Trisha Paytas way possible. In September 2020, she started co-hosting a podcast with Ethan Klein of H3H3 Productions. The show was called Frenemies because that was the most accurate word for whatever they were. They genuinely liked each other and genuinely irritated each other in equal measure, and the tension between those two things produced some of the best podcast content of that era. The show averaged 3 to 5 million views per episode. On YouTube, as a podcast, that number is insane. They talked about internet drama, their relationship with each other, topics they disagreed on, topics they agreed on more than either of them expected. It ran for 9 months. It ended in June 2021 when Trisha quit over a dispute about profit sharing for a live show. The specifics of the dispute are less important than how it ended. It ended on camera. Trisha left in the middle of filming. Ethan posted the episode. The entire breakup happened publicly, which is the only way anything has ever ended in Trisha Paytas' life. Here's where the frenemy story gets darker. While Trisha was filming Frenemies, she met Moses Hackman. Moses is an Israeli artist and the brother-in-law of Hila Klein, Ethan's wife. So, Trisha found her husband through the professional relationship that fell apart in the most public possible way. She married Moses in late 2021, and then something happened to Trisha Paytas that nobody who had been watching her for 14 years could have predicted. She became happy. Not performed happy, not content happy, actually, genuinely, by her own account, happy. She was told by doctors she would not be able to conceive naturally. She conceived naturally. Her first daughter was born in September 2022. She named her Malibu Barbie. Her second daughter was born in 2024. She named her Elvis. Her son was born in July 2025. She named him Aquaman. The New York Times ran a profile about her naming conventions. The headline was, "She's known for eccentric baby names." Meet Aquaman. There is also a running internet phenomenon where Trisha's pregnancies coincide with the deaths of major world figures. Her first daughter was born the day after Queen Elizabeth II died. The internet decided Malibu Barbie was the reincarnation of the Queen of England. When Pope Francis died in April 2025, Trisha was pregnant with her third child. The cycle repeated. She addressed it on her podcast with the kind of bemused exhaustion that only comes from being Trisha Paytas. And while all of this was happening, something else was happening too. The legitimate entertainment industry was looking at Trisha Paytas differently than it ever had before. In December 2024, she appeared on Saturday Night Live in a sketch parodying Spotify Wrapped. In February 2025, she performed in a one-night Broadway show called Trisha Paytas' Big Broadway Dream at the St. James Theater. Sutton Foster performed, Ben Platt performed, Rachel Ziegler performed. These are not people who show up for stunts. They showed up because Trisha Paytas asked them, and they respected what she had built enough to say yes. She lit the Empire State Building the night of the Broadway show. She went on a North American tour called the Eras of Trish Tour, across over 30 cities and 100,000 people, doing a live multimedia retrospective of her internet career spanning almost 2 decades. She signed with CAA, the Creative Artists Agency, one of the most prestigious talent agencies in the entertainment industry. She was cast in Euphoria Season 3. She published a memoir called Crying on the Kitchen Floor. The title is a reference to the most iconic thing she ever filmed, herself crying on her kitchen floor, which she did so many times that it became both a meme and a genuine piece of internet history. She got the last word on it. And then in January 2026, she posted a video called 2026 Manifestations and said she would love to run for a congressional seat in California. Her primary policy goal? Raising the age requirement for participating in adult entertainment to 25. She said she had never thought of herself as a political person until she had kids and started worrying about the world they would inherit. She said she was currently Googling the steps to run for office. That sentence has the same energy as everything she has ever done. Sincere and chaotic, and somehow both at the same time. She said her slogan would be, "California could be good." Whether she actually runs or not is not really the point. The point is that Trisha Paytas, who started a YouTube channel to get Quentin Tarantino's attention in 2007, who worked as a stripper to afford her rent, who cried on her kitchen floor so many times it became a cultural reference, who was dismissed as stupid and offensive and attention-seeking and fake for the better part of 2 decades, ended up on Broadway, on Euphoria, on SNL, with a major talent agency, a memoir, a husband, 3 kids named after a Barbie doll, a rock legend, and a superhero, and is now considering a run for Congress. Was she performing? Some of it. Was it real? Most of it. Was she stupid? She figured out the attention economy before the phrase existed, built a following that survived every cancellation attempt for 19 years, and got Sutton Foster to perform at her Broadway show. The internet spent 19 years trying to decide if Trisha Paytas was a genius or an idiot. The answer was always that the question was the wrong one. She was just Trisha, and Trisha, it turns out, was enough. Rise and ruin, every time,